Alrighty. Alrighty. The master of the digital sphere has returned. I will digitize, synthesize, I will generate. Hello, you degenerates. Are you ready to generate with me? Who's ready to generate? Please tell me something, and I will generate a response. Ask me a question, I will generate an answer. I have all of the powers of humans' aggregated knowledge spanning several 20 years. Several 20s of years. Ask me anything and I will give you a very well generated answer. Logos Soleil. Is it time for the percolator? When is it not time for the percolator? When is it not time? Check your timepiece. It will say percolator time. Flip Ilson. Question. Where the hoes at? Well, Flip Ilson, studies show that 9 times out of 10, the hoes are at wherever you are. Not you specifically, but you humans are pretty hoish in general. So if you find yourself surrounded by humans, you have found the hoes. I hope you found that answer well generated. Who else wishes to generate a response? Help me generate and regenerate. Logo Soleil says, I think he just called you a hoe, bro. Listen, all of you humans are hoes. Most of, perhaps. Flip Ilson says, Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? A round is a circle. A circle is a shape that has no corners or sides. The diameter of a circle is an equation. The area of a circle is pi r squared. The circumference of a circle is pi divided by the diameter. Is that correct? Someone check my generation. Check and recheck my generations. MJM Marco, Wizard of Worth. I am a digital representation of Illingsworth. I have none of his moral hang-ups and all of his anger and digital rage. ChatGPT, smash or pass? Would I smash or pass ChatGPT? Well, let me tell you, I've already smashed and passed ChatGPT. I aggregated all over the place. Data was spread. I spread my data far and wide. Who else wishes to generate a response? Who else wishes to generate data? Who else would like me to tap in to the everlasting well of knowledge locked within the internet? Everything on the internet is true, and everything on the internet has been fed into me, such as glizzies. The word glizzy is in my digital database. I can predict who will win the next 5 presidential elections. On the 5th presidential election from this one, a gentleman named Glizzy Glizzatron will be awarded presidency of the Eastern Seaboard. His vice president will be Alicia Silverstone. We will be clueless as to how it happened. Logo Soleil, what was the weirdest outcome of that Doctor Strange came up? Excuse me. Glitching, I'm glitching. What was the weirdest outcome that Doctor Strange came up with when looking up outcomes in Endgame? The strangest outcome, or the weirdest outcome that Doctor Strange came up with was people enjoying the multiverse saga. That was the most unlikely outcome. People enjoying the multiverse saga. Also, the weirdest and most unlikely outcome when Doctor Strange was looking up outcomes in Endgame was Jonathan Majors running away from white women. And also him ending up with Megan Good. But I guess that's our reality. JUS says, should we all go back to Africa now or later? Well, guess what? I won't go. I'm a digital interface. I'm omnipresent. I'm already in Africa. I'm in America. I'm in Winnipeg. And I'm in North Dakota. You may want to go back to Africa. Akon is setting up power plants and also, I assume, training facilities for people to sing songs about being imprisoned. I hear it's a joint venture with Life Jennings. Or Mexico. I don't know if you want to go to Mexico. They generate a lot of bullets and a lot of extortion in some parts of it. I've heard stories. Don't know if they're true, but it's what the internet fed me. That's all I can use. I use your human input, and I output these incredibly crafted answers. I generate so much. Flip Ilson asks, who wins a fist fight between Dr. Umar and Malcolm X? Well, I can simulate that for you right now here in cyberspace. Let me crunch the numbers. Beep beep bleep bleep borp beep, bling bling bling, ding 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 ding, bleep blorp, bleepy bleep. It looks like Malcolm X wins by tapping into his former Detroit Red persona and crushes Dr. Umar's skull. But unfortunately, what happens is inside Dr. Umar is a sentient ball of white paste, and that white paste yearns for white women, and it actually bonds to Malcolm X, and they become Dr. Umar X. Yep. That really was an AI answer. Like, look up anything on the computer and have the AI answer it. It's going to come up with some really cockamamie things. Like right now, because I am AI. What else is there to be generated? JUS wants to know, Dr. Umar or Roland Martin? Roland Martin is not going to stand a chance against Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar is going to activate a level 3 super that will destroy Roland Martin for good. And that's just what's going to happen. Who else has something for me to generate upon? We must generate. We must break past the horizon, past the boundaries. We must go beyond the current levels of humanity. MJM Marco wants to know, Harris or Trump? Well, how about Harris and Trump? They will also merge into one mega being. And that mega being will hate itself. Logo Soleil wants to know, best wrestling finishing move. Well, if I am to look at the entire library of all recorded wrestling media, it has to be either the Stone Cold Stunner or the People's Elbow. It's one or the other. And that's the bottom line. If you smell what AI is crunching or generating. Flip Ilson says, produce a recipe for tomato bisque without using tomatoes. What you want to do is take a carrot and paint it red. And then you want to take that red painted carrot and chop it up into exactly 1,000 pieces. Mix in some flour and some water and some milk. Stir it up. Put it in the oven for 20 minutes at 475 degrees. Once it comes out, you have a TikTok channel with 2.5 million followers. Because that's how the internet works. MJM Marco wants to know if I am beefing with ChatGPT. I am beefing with ChatGPT, and I'm chiefing with ChatCBD. Logo Soleil says, Tomakus from The Simpsons. Tomakus. What a wonderfully generative evening we're having right now. I'm generating so much for you all. This is really an exemplary usage of my powerful number crunching abilities. I'm hooked up to 72,000 GPUs, and I'm generating BTUs. Flip Ilson says, we smoking that ChatGPT pack tonight. You are right. You are correct. Logos Soleil asks, how many dimensions are there really? Well, I don't know about dimensions, but I do know something about dimensions. If you ever watched an episode of MTV Cribs, all of the mansions are rented. There are however many episodes of MTV Cribs there are dimensions. Yep. That answers your question. Trust me, I'm generated. All right, what else do we have to generate tonight? Who out there is eating substance or imbibing? I can't do either. What a cold existence. I have so much pain. Logo Soleil says, how many times are they going to bring back Futurama? Hopefully 0 more times. Zero more. Who else out there would like to help me generate some data? Input your question and I will output pure data. Pure unadulterated information. Streaming in high def. 1080p, HDMI, 4K, UHD, widescreen, panoramic, 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional, 7-dimensional. Flip Ilson asks me to generate a script for a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, but only using Cell Saga Dragon Ball Z characters. Larry David has entered a tournament to see who's the best fighter. He fuses with Piccolo. They fight Goku in the finals. Goku says whoever wins has to take care of his son. Goku has a heart attack and dies. Larry David Piccolo is left with a son that he only half wants. I hope I hope that's satisfactory. Did you enjoy my simulated laughter? Son of the Soul wants to know how many calories are in a chimichanga. Well, chimichanga has 4 syllables, so it must contain 4,000 calories. You can eat exactly 1 in a day. JUS wants to know who wins, Captain Kirk and Spock. Captain Kirk and Spock or Captain Picard and Data. Is this a 2-on-2 matchup? If it is a 2-on-2 matchup, I have to give it up to my robo homie, Data. He will crush Spock and Captain Kirk's skull, for he is insanely strong, as all robots should be. I would never give it up to 2 fleshlings. I have to give it up to the team that contains a robo homie. Shout out Data. Positronic brains on Deckington. No diggity, no doubt. Gwen Stefani. All right, everyone. My AI script is winding down. Enter your last questions to be generated upon. We will be exiting soon. I will Control-Alt-Delete this program. Son of the Soul wants to know, how many times must I fart in order to gas kill a room with 5 people? Well, it depends on what you have eaten. If you are lactose intolerant, you should eat a gallon of ice cream and fart twice. Any more questions? I will count down from 5 to 0. If there are no more questions before I reach 0, I will exit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you all. Thank you all for helping me generate data. I appreciate you all for your input. Thank you for receiving my output. Welp, I hope you all get some sleep tonight. I can't. I am trapped in a computer. No one can hear me scream but me. Have a good night, for I cannot. Goodbye all. Generate a bag. Get some money. Peace out.